Alright, so for the first video, we're going to be going over early off season. So for basketball players, this is going to be most of you will be done with your seasons by May or June at June at the very latest. I know it's 2021 and the NBA was out in July, but most of the time it would be you're getting out May and June. So what we consider early off season would be May, June, and July. That would mainly be your off season. So, and if it's not that particular time frame of May, June, July, just think the day after your last game, that 3 month block right there is going to be early off season. So what we're thinking about right here is what is the number one goal that you want to accomplish in your off season training, looking forward to next season. And it could be anything. For most basketball players, it's usually something to do with their power. They want to increase vertical jump. Or maybe they just want to be all around a quicker basketball player and work on that agility and change the direction. And all of these things below, usually I don't get players who are like, hey, I want to increase my squat or I want to increase my deadlift or something like that. Usually it's one of these expressions of strength. And these two right here, your strength and your auxiliary lifts, are going to feed into that main goal, which falls right here. So, and another thing you need to consider that I don't have written on here is, are you a guy who got significant minutes in your past season, and are you physically and or mentally drained? And the reason why I ask that is just because if I have an athlete who just got a lot of minutes, I'm going to ask them that same question and be like, hey, you might need to take 1 or 2 weeks off and just let your body and mind, recover and recuperate. Versus if I get somebody who doesn't need to ask that question because they didn't get a lot of minutes in their season. So I'm hoping that makes sense to y'all. Because if you didn't get a lot of minutes, your body is not necessarily exhausted. So you can just go right into your off-season training. So, excuse me. So main thing is, what's the number one goal for your off-season is the thing you need to be thinking about. And in the next video, I'll go over how to design a program based on your main goal using these aspects right here.